Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today is day 88, season 3 selection video. So after here we have the defender and cattle trailer and the sheep trailer. That's where it's going to be staying for now, sort of out of the way of, well, the yard really, and the shed, until the sheep come in. But when the sheep are in, we don't really need to use the gate, so we'll probably just keep it there because it's out of the way and we're not really using the shed at the minute. Keaton's still in the shed, that'll be coming out soon. I'll be checking over that before we start using it. 1340 mower part, just been put there out of the shed. Yard scraper, oil tank, Farmer Son's Golf, 5612 still parked up. There you got the chickens there. Then here we have the Farmer Son in the 774 New Hollands with the mchale wrapper on the back. So he's just sort of, I guess, unfolded it. He's put the ram up there, lowered the back. He's just going to check over that because it's the last piece of silage slash baling kit that we haven't checked yet. So he's doing that because, well, there's nothing really else for him to do at the minute. So we thought we'd do this, as they only tend to do this when there's nothing to do, because checking over the kit isn't really that important because you've got months ahead to check. On the quad pod up, the New Holland mini baler, class rake and the class baler in the shed there. T6175 and 6616 parked up. Now the 1616 will be used in the winter. Well, it'll be 50-50, the 6616 and the telehandler will be loading up. So obviously if the telehandler's loading up, then the 6616 will probably be doing a job, and if the telehandler's doing a job, 6616 will be loading up the feeder. And that's how we're sort of gonna have it work in the winter. Now we could just leave the 6616 for the cows to give them a bale or whatever, and then leave the telehandler for the sheep. But obviously when it comes to the feeder, they still need, both animals need the feeder, so one of them will be loading up either way. Trail forager in the back there, third edge car, third bags, and the third spreader in the back there. Then here we have Matt's Land Rover parked up, still hasn't got his new one. Don't even know what he was going to get, still hasn't decided yet. You got the rest of the chickens and the ducks there, knocking around. The JCB Mini Digger parked in the shed. I hope the trailer will come out at some point, because it needs to do a job, and it needs to be out in the shed for the cows. Gator parked up there, bale trailer parked up there, because it was too much, it was in the way of the driveway, so we put it there. King Classic side share parked up, all the bales there, and the pit side will be opened at some point. Then here we have Matt in the 6920S John Deere, with the feed tray on the back. So he's just dropping that off there, as it doesn't really need to be in the yard, and it will be used in the field, so it doesn't really do much damage to the field, especially this time of the year because it's slowly growing anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it gets squished, because the grass will just grow back again. So she'll be put there, and obviously we will put her in the field, probably in the middle of the field when we need to drop some silage or a bale in for the sheep. As you can see, the wing mirror guards, the lights are coming in handy, as well as the beacons and obviously the lights it came with. Then we've got all the ewes here enjoying themselves, and we've got the ram there as well. He's knocking about, enjoying his, well, 19, I think it is, 19 ladies, all to himself. Now we don't really have a big enough flock to have multiple rams, and we don't have enough fields to have 2 lots of sheep in, Obviously we do have a ram at the other farm, so we only have 2 rams in total, and obviously the sheep at the other farm will be with that ram, but they will never mix unless obviously we needed to keep them here for some reason. And same with the cows there, although we do have a mixture of beef and dairy cows there. We have a couple of Friesians, a couple of Jerseys, and then we have some Herefords, obviously the Anguses, the Belt of Galloway, and yeah, still got a couple of Herefords there, so they won't, the cows here and the sheep here won't mix with the other sheep and cows unless obviously they need to be moved here, and there's not enough space for that, so and I don't think I'd fancy them knocking around the yard, as you'd be stepping in the poo every step you make, so yeah, but this is obviously our biggest flock of sheep and our biggest herd of cows, that's why these are on the main farm, and at the other farm there's less of them to look after, so don't have to really, there's not too much pressure on the other farm looking after them. Then in the cow field, you've got all the cows enjoying themselves here, and you've got the disco parked up on the I-40 flatbed trailer. Then we've got the main man himself, the farmer, in a John Deere 3400 trailer, and he's just picking up the shelter there. But I'll put it on the trailer and take that back to the other farm because it's not needed here anymore. So we were only going to have it for a week in each field, so it's been here about 2 weeks, and it wasn't really doing much. It was, I suppose you could say, kind of pointless, because the cows were fine anyway during the summer, and it wasn't raining that much, or wasn't that cold during the nights and the early mornings, but the cows do tend to just lie in the field even in the summer, so they didn't seem that bothered, and obviously we will bring it back if we feel it's needed. Now the sheep will definitely need some sort of shelter, but we've already got a different piece of shelter sort of planned, so that'll be on the way soon for the sheep, and the cows will be fine. They tend to be quite, like, I guess you could say, strong cows. They're not really bothered by the weather. Well, that's what we found with our beef cows anyway. So yeah, it's just sending that back to the other farm, and let that be overgrown till next winter. Obviously we probably will bring it back if we feel it's a bit cold for when the calves are born, and the lambs we'll have to bring it back, just so we don't have run the risk of them dying, or we just keep them in the shed longer. But yeah, he's just doing that. So as you might be able to tell as well, the 3 chickens have been returned to the other farm as well, and the jobs are getting, they're not really that big of a job, just small little things, but the farm does tend to slow down this time of year. Obviously when the animals come in, it's still not even that busy, it's just the same repeating of feeding them and bedding them up and whatever. Obviously we will have to be preparing for that soon, within the next couple of weeks, because the cows will be coming in. So yeah, and then up here we have the farmer in his T7300 with his Fleming Dove Bailiff on the back, and he's just got 2 bales there. So he's just collected them from his sort of outer yard, where it's just a shed, and a sort of small yard bit where he keeps his bales. So he doesn't have to take them to his farm, because there's not much space for a bunch of bales, so he just leaves them at his outer yard. He's just bringing them back for the winter, as he's got some of his cows in at the minute. And then behind him there we've got a very tidy example of a Ford 6600 with a small little water tank on the back, and he's just bringing some water back for his sheep and cows that are in the shed at the minute, as they'll be lambing in January, so he's just bringing them some water. And it's nice to see how the New Hollands have got, well, the Fords have gone from small little tractors to big, just to see the big versus small and the old versus new. Now this isn't the newest, but it's one of them, and they're definitely changing size, but it's still nice to see a couple of Fords knocking around. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video guys, give it a like, comment and subscribe, and bye.